Want to transform your metal building into a car cave, but want to know the full turnkey price on this 30 by 50? Well, let's talk about numbers on today's video. Hey Pack, welcome back to the channel. It's Eric from WolfSteel Buildings. How is everyone doing from the Alaska winter storm 3.0? Hope everyone made it out safely. Hope everyone enjoyed their holiday break as well. But now it's back to business, and for today's video we'll be breaking down the price from start to finish on the concrete pour, on the building, the erection, the insulation, and lastly those cool accessories that made this whole project happen on this 30 by 50 metal building in the city of Colleyville, Texas. Quick reminder Pack, if you haven't watched the tour video, I will drop it in the description down below for you guys watching at home. But what do you guys say? Let's get this pricing video started. Alrighty Pack, these dimensions that I'm about to give you are the most common in the industry. The 30 by 40, the 30 by 50s, and lastly, the 40 by 60s. But I'll do one better for you guys in regards to sizes. Anadela and Sarah explain in detail everything you need to know when deciding on a building size. I'll link that video as well in the description. Go watch it. I highly recommend it if you're in the process of searching for a building and you're about to make that purchase. But speaking about purchasing, let's talk about money, and let's start this video with the total project cost. We're looking at a total project cost of $90,961.98, and that includes the full turnkey project, which is the concrete, the building, the insulation, the materials, the labor, delivery, sales tax, and let's not forget those two cool overhead doors right in front of the building. But having said that Pack, let's start breaking it down. So for the building alone, which entails the 30 by 50 in dimensions, 30 wide by 50 long, 20 foot in eave height, the upgraded roof pitch to 412. We have the color screws, we have the base trim, we have the white vertical sides and ends, along with the black roof. We're looking at a building alone price of $46,028.84. Quick reminder Pack, this is a pre-engineered bolt-up building. Now, you're maybe asking yourself, what is a bolt-up building, Eric? Well, first, we have the structural steel frame, which is a pre-engineered steel beams, columns, braces that make up the skeleton of the building. These are often pre-cut and pre-drilled for easy assembly. Also included in the building kit, we have the metal panels. In this case, it is our polar white steel panels. These are 26 gauge, and these cover the exterior of the building. In this case, we have them in our color white or polar white. Also in the list, we have our bolts, our nuts and screws, all necessary fasteners for connecting the structural components together. This includes bolts for the frame and screws for attaching the metal panels. Next on the list, we have your ridge caps, your flashings, and all the trim work. In this case, we do have our trim in our color black. Something before I forget, a pre-engineered building, it is designed in advance by engineers to make sure it is safe and strong. All the parts are ready to go when they arrive at your site, and the bolt-up portion instead of welding. You assemble the building by connecting the parts with bolts and screws and fasteners. It is a quicker and easier to put together. Next on the list, we'll be breaking down the overhead doors. In this case, we do have two of them. These are two 10 by 12 non-insulated doors with openers and that cool MyQ app. Also cool about these MyQ clickers or openers is that you can download it on your mobile device, both on Apple Store and Google Play. Also, I'd like to mention that these do come with a high track system. These are short carriage design, and they do come with a color matching weather strip on all 3 sides of the door. So everything that I'm mentioning here, we're looking at $11,590 with 0 cents. That includes also the install, the labor, and the equipment charge. Next on the list, we have the gutter system, which entails the gutters and downspouts. We're looking at a total cost of $2,240 with 0 cents. Something that I like to point out here, Pack, if you didn't know, these aren't your regular size residential gutters. In regards to size, they have a much wider opening on the downspouts and are more weather resistant. But stay with me, Pack. So far we covered the building costs, the overhead door costs, the gutter system. Now let's talk about the insulation of the building. Our client decided to go with a 3-inch fiberglass insulation, which gives us a grand total of $10,763 with 14 cents. Now, that includes the insulation and the installment of the fiberglass. Something that I like to point out when choosing fiberglass insulation is that it does help with soundproofing your building. Fiberglass insulation is a good choice for reducing noise and great at sound absorption. I know we're talking about numbers here, Pack, and before I forget, I'd like to mention that we do count with financing here at WolfSteel Buildings. We have different providers. I'll show them on screen, and we'll link those videos in the description as well. But now let's transition to the concrete cost on this project. Keep in mind, I'm only giving you the cost of the concrete foundation, which is the 30 by 50 4-inch foundation. We do have 6 cross internal beams. We have rebar, we have the vapor barriers, the chairs. We are including the labor as well. So we're looking at a total concrete cost of $20,340 with 0 cents. Now, Pack, I know on the tour I had mentioned that we had conducted extended work on the site, which is not included in the price that I'm giving you now, which does not include the site prep, the approach, the dirt work, the concrete pump, the driveway extension to the main street, and those added concrete squares to the main foundation, due to the fact that our client has 1 car lift already installed but has future plans of installing 3 car lifts. Can't give you exact numbers until we have one of those site visits and we check it out, and then we can give you a price on that. So every site visit numbers vary on your location and the extent of work that will be provided, right? So quick recap of the total project cost. We're looking at $90,961 with 98 cents. But now, Pack, for my favorite segment of the show, let's compare that red iron quote to one of our tubular quotes. All right, it will include the same dimensions: gutters, downspouts, the base trim, the cutter screws. In this case, it will have an upgrade charge on the vertical panels to 29 gauge, 1 steel insulated door, 36 by 84, and those 2 12 by 10 overhead doors. Also included in the price will be the 4-inch concrete foundation, the upgraded roof pitch to 412. Again, reminder, our standards are 312 roof pitch. We have an upgraded roof pitch here to 412. And for the insulation portion, since we don't do fiberglass insulation on tubulars, we'll just compare it with a 2-inch on the roof and walls. All right, so let's put them both on screen. On my left hand side, we'll have the red iron quote, which is $90,961 with 98 cents. And then on my right hand side of the screen, we'll have the tubular quote, which is $80,251 with 0 cents. Let's put them both on screen. Let's compare them. Anyone at home, if you want to take a screenshot of this, highly suggested. Before we end this video, Pack, I just want to send a big shout out to everyone involved here, from the permitting team, from the planning design team, from the concrete, from the building, scheduling. All around great turnout of a project that was almost gave up on by the client, but again, he saw us on social media, he reached out, and the rest is history. All right, so again, if you're out there and you're looking for a metal building company, please make sure you do your research on all aspects and keep watching our videos, as we have lots of valuable information not just walkthroughs, but we talk about pricing, and we also have educational videos and some very cool one-on-one interviews with their clients. All right, Pack? But having said all that, I hope you guys at home enjoyed every minute of this video. Let's not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and leave some comments down below to keep interaction going. All right, it's almost Super Bowl season. We're very close to the month of February, so leave a comment down below on who you have winning the whole thing. I'm saying it right now on screen, I'm predicting the Chicago Bears will win the Super Bowl in 2026. All right, thank you guys for watching. This is Eric signing off from WolfSteel Buildings, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.
We got a cool project. We're about to do a quick tour of the frame, so stay tuned right now. This one has a suspended mezzanine, okay, and it's engineered PMB, which is basically a pre-engineered metal building.